Okay, Hearts have had a woeful record in recent times against St Johnstone. Just one win in the last 11 matches between the sides. Not great for St Johnstone in terms of their recent form against pretty much anyone. They'd lost 3 of their last 4 Premiership games. Commentary on this one comes from Alistair Lamont.
Hearts' last outing was a win over Ross County. 3 changes from that match. Jamie Brandon, Ross Callahan and David Milinkovic come in for Randall, Cowie and Cochrane. Saints, by their standards, are on a poor run, just 1 win in 6. They too make 3 changes from the 3-0 defeat by Rangers. In comes Liam Gordon for a first appearance of the season, Liam Craig and Michael O'Halloran for Anderson, Davidson and Cummins. St Johnstone to get proceedings underway at this impressive arena that is Murrayfield, and a good crowd inside. Stephen McLean gets the game underway. An early touch there for Michael O'Halloran. Long from Liam Gordon, in for his first appearance of the season, young central defender. Michael Smith playing it right back with Jamie Brandon across it, left full back up to Gonsalves. It's a good ball and a good early run. And Hearts with an early opportunity. The assistance flag on the far side halts them. Well, that was a good, purposeful attacking move instigated by the run of Jamie Walker. The flag stopping them in their tracks. Craig Levine taking full advantage of his absolutely massive technical area here at Murrayfield. Berra winning the header once more. Boivin down for Smith. And a ball for Gonsalves. The chase across goes Liam Gordon. Gonsalves holds on to it up against Gordon. Trying to out-muscle, out-pace the young defender. Does well to get the cross in. Lafferty can't turn it back across goal though. And blasted forward by Comrie. Shaughnessy looking for options. Actually goes diagonal. Skugel takes it down nicely. He's past Brandon. This is a really promising move, and again just couldn't pick out a teammate. But Skugel looks like he's going to get a bit of joy down this right flank up against young Jamie Brandon. Tommy Wright has so often overachieved with St Johnstone. And that's going out for a corner kick, just nudged over the goal line there by Liam Gordon under pressure from Gonsalves. Suter's delivery is generally good, and there it is, a good ball in, but looked like Christophe Berra getting closest to it. And it was Kyle Lafferty who got the head to it, but he couldn't direct it on target. Craig for O'Halloran, maybe a chance for him to stretch the legs down the left flank. He's away from Milinkovic, and he's also past Suter. It's a great run from O'Halloran, just can't find the pass for Stephen McLean. But that's just a sign of what O'Halloran can do when he gets going. It's a terrific run here by O'Halloran, taking 2 Hearts players out, but just couldn't get the pass into McLean. Berra doing what he needed to do to cut it out. Now it's Suter. Forward for Milinkovic, trying to link with Gonsalves. Should be able to keep that one in. This is more promising for Hearts. Gonsalves past Easton. Jamie Walker goes in there, and he almost manages to cut that in from a tight angle. Shaughnessy, I think, got a crucial touch to that. It will be a corner kick, and perhaps the closest either side has come to a goal so far. And it's Suter with a corner kick, downward header from Berra, and Manus has to punch behind. Manus did well. St Johnstone claiming there's a push in the back there on Shaughnessy. Gonsalves, it's a good run. Tracked though by Skugel. Eventually it comes out to Milinkovic. This is Walker, a good opportunity. Just wouldn't fall for a Hearts player. And eventually Liam Craig comes away with possession. St Johnstone doing well to survive. Comby asking a lot of Miller there, and Jamie Walker nips in, and Hearts have a 2-on-2 situation. Gonsalves is there. Gonsalves now for Hearts. Straight at Manis. Too easy for the keeper. And Alan Manis would have expected to have to work harder than he did here. This is Skugel up against Milinkovic. There's a good ball from Skugel. Still a chance there for St Johnstone. The free kick's gone the way of Hearts. And Skugel putting in a dangerous ball. Suitors to take the free kick. Clips it in towards Berra. Berra gets a good head to it. Gonsalves couldn't get there. It was good defending there from Liam Gordon, who's had a most impressive first appearance of the season at the heart of the Saints' defence. Harry Cochrane then down for Callahan, but he's robbed by Miller. Oh, lovely from O'Halloran to get away from John Suter. O'Halloran's bursting forward up against Christophe Berra, and behind from Berra. But O'Halloran, whenever he gets a bit of room to run into, looks really dangerous. Here he goes once more. Quick corner kick taken. Can he find room for the shot? Back for Craig. Now it's Wotherspoon, a bit of room. Wotherspoon onto his right foot, goes for goal. And comfortably taken in the end by John McLaughlin. He got it onto his preferred right foot. Just didn't get a purchase on the shot though. Here come Hearts once more. There's Brandon. There's Gonsalves with a header he didn't get. Clean connection on it. And again, it's easy for Alan Manis. And this is a good chance. Gonsalves might feel he should have done better there. Brandon knocks it forward for Lafferty, who's now playing as the main striker after Gonsalves' departure. Here's Suter. Callahan now. And Walker. Henderson does well to get onto that, and he's still managed to keep the ball. Now it's Callahan, blocked by Liam Gordon. There's Cochrane with the attempted drive. It's Lafferty, deflected, and it's in! And Hearts at last have made the breakthrough. And it's Kyle Lafferty with his 8th goal of the season. Well, it took a massive deflection, but these Hearts fans will not care one jot. It was Cochrane's shot. Lafferty, massive deflection of Joe Shaughnessy that takes it past Alan Manis. But Lafferty will claim that, and Hearts 1-up. Hearts haven't been brilliant, but they've done enough. Well, it looks like it at least, unless St Johnstone can produce something. Here come Hearts on the counter-attack. All they need to do is keep the ball. It's Jamie Walker. He's got Cochrane. It's Harry Cochrane with a chance to finish it. So unlucky from the 16-year-old. It's all over nonetheless. What a finish to the game that would have been for the young man. But Hearts have broken the hoodoo that St Johnstone seemed to hold over them. It's only their second win in the last 13 meetings, and there's the man, Kyle Lafferty, who won it for them with the aid of a massive deflection from Joe Shaughnessy. But it's an 8th goal of the season, giving Hearts the victory.
We deserve to win. I don't think John made a save in the 90 minutes. We had plenty of shots, not very accurately, towards goal, but it was a bit of a war of attrition. But the good thing is, pretty much like last week, that we were the team that dug in and managed to see the game out.
The biggest problem is our final ball. It's just simple. It's not as if we're not getting in the good areas. We've got in the great areas, and even our dead ball play as well isn't up. But that's down to individuals not delivering, and really, you know, the amount of quality we have in the team, the amount of good possession we had first half. Those players didn't find that final ball today, and it's been that for a few weeks before.
It was always going to be tough. You know, St Johnstone are a good team, and in the past 3 or 4 matches, I don't think we've had very much success against them. So first half was a wee bit scrappy, we didn't play the best, but I thought the second half we upped it a little bit. Young Harry came on and he maybe changed the game for us, and then obviously you got the goal about obviously a deflection, but I don't really think our keeper had a safety net.
I love playing against Hibs. It's not so much Neil, it's just I just think the derby's just a wonderful occasion. So I've got good memories in derby occasions, and I'm hoping to get another one on Tuesday.
A good 3 points for Hearts. Michael Stewart, I know you enjoy your rugby. You took your place in the Murrayfield stands yesterday, but you didn't enjoy the sight of Kyle Lafferty playing on the left-hand side, did you?
Well, no, I just think he was wasted out there. This is the top goal scorer for Hearts, and look, there's Gonçalves isolated, 35 yards between Kyle Lafferty and Ismael Gonçalves. There was no real cohesion between the players, and he's out in the left wing. He picks this up. He's got space to drive it, but he doesn't really look comfortable or have a clear idea of what he's trying to do. It's an area of the park that he's not overly familiar with, so you can understand that to a certain extent. Here he is again, surrounded by 3 players, tight to the shy line here, and it eventually runs it out. Normally he'd pick that up in the middle of the pitch and have space to turn either way. Again, look, picking up well inside his own half, he's back to play, and he's driving across the park. That's where St Johnstone want him. He's, 12 yards inside his own half. There's no threat at all. St Johnstone would have been delighted for him to be in those areas. But, again, look at that. That looks to me like a player who's short of confidence, just trying to kick the ball away. Second half, 70 minutes in, he gets put at centre forward with the substitution with young Henderson who came on the left wing. He's in the middle of the goals. This is the goal. Watches the game builds up here. He's in the middle. Great first touch, second touch, spins, gets the shot. It's a huge deflection. That is 4 minutes after he went into centre forward. For me, it's no surprise and it's no coincidence that the goal comes when Kyle Lafferty is in the middle of the goal there. He's not trying to make things difficult. He's a simple, game player. He knows his own strengths. Playing out in the left wing, I don't think gets the best out of him.
More on Hearts in a moment. In terms of St Johnstone, they're going through a sticky run at the moment.
Yeah.
Stefan Skugel, though, signs of something there.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was a bright spark in regards to giving them an outlet. Jamie Brandon had a tough game against them. He could have got booked there very easily, and this was straight after it. Again, desire to get in behind the Hearts defence, driving into the box. Prince Boivin picked up a yellow card there. This is a wonderful crossfield ball, but again, the young left back, Brandon, misjudging it, allowing Skugel to get in. But you heard Tommy Wright getting into good areas, but not having the final ball. And Skugel was guilty of that, yesterday, dropping the shoulder, causing problems for Hearts, but getting into good areas, and it was seldom coming up with the final ball. Dropping the shoulder there, Brandon misjudging it again, getting in behind, giving penetration, but ultimately when they get into it, it filtered out into nothing.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
He impressed me when they played against Rangers last Friday.
He's a good technical player, Tom.
Yeah, and he's really, really quick as well, and he's direct. He's got skill and trickery.
This was his one really good ball in the second half. Unfortunately, it got flagged up as a free kick. But you can understand where Tommy Wright's frustrated, because Stefan Skugel's got a lot of quality, but he was getting into a lot of good areas. Yeah. But he didn't have the final ball, and they didn't use him enough in the second half either.
It was a good 3 points for Hearts. Yeah. But it's the style that you've got an issue with.
Yeah, I mean, for me, look, Christophe Berra's got 2 simple passes there to get the ball rolling, to circulate it. He thumps the ball at the park here to Gonçalves, who's never going to do anything with it anyway. Because look at the gap between the centre forward and the rest of the team. No cohesion amongst the players. They do actually roll it about a bit here, but it doesn't look like there's any real purpose or desire. We looked at Dundee earlier. That's been taught. This isn't. There's Prince Boivin. Go and get the ball. Look at the defence, the midfield. Huge gaps between the lines. This is not something, for me, that actually suits Hearts. They have players who are good technical players. Jamie Walker is one. Look at this. Drops into a great area. Give him the ball. Get him on the ball. Get playing. Hearts are capable of better. This is, for me, it's turgid football. That is not good football.
But Michael, ultimately they're getting 3 points.
Yes, they are, but do those 2 things have to be mutually exclusive? Playing good football and getting results, to me, doesn't, they can be the same thing. This is a ball playing centre half. John Souttar just thumps the ball at the park to nobody. Hearts are better than that for me, and I think there should be a greater desire to get the ball down and play, because they've got the players that can do it.
I think one of the main reasons that they're playing this way is because every game's away from home. Until they get to Tynecastle, I think the philosophy is going to be
But Tom, that game's
hard to beat.
Tom, that game's at Murrayfield, a huge pitch.
It's not their home pitch, though.
No, but it's a big pitch. Get the ball down
Got
and
to
play
move
it.
it on. Massive match coming up on Tuesday night, the Edinburgh Derby, Easter Road. Harry Cochrane, this young 16-year-old Hearts midfielder, can he have a real impact in that game?
Well, he came on yesterday, and he's somebody that does want to get the ball down and pass it. You know, all these little clips shows you somebody, a nice, neat, tidy player, linking everything, always wanting to get on the ball as well. To ask him, though, a 16-year-old to come into a derby and to dictate the game is a
very physical midfield. You know, Bartley and McGinn are both physical players. You know, and that's where the battle's going to be won and lost. You'd expect him.
How exciting is he?
He's a, you know, look, he's a very, very good player. But as a, you know, go back to make the point again. To ask a 16-year-old to be the fulcrum of your team is a big ask, especially against a strong physical midfield that Hibs have got. But you know, he was a bright spark. Look at the desire in this to get forward and support Jamie Walker. This is the last touch of the ball with his strike. The referee blows the whistle after that. You know, so real desire to get forward there. Yeah. And you know, I think that that was a positive from yesterday.
Yeah.
There was a lot of negativity.